Hey Aries, this is your February 26th daily reading. I do try and get your dailies up by 9 p.m. the Eastern time the day before, so that gives you plenty of time to look at them. Running a little late because the upload time for these has been insane, which is probably going to, starting the 28th, I'm going to break these down into having all of them in one day, all of them in one video, or having them based on elements. I'll have timestamps, of course, so yeah, I didn't want to do it that way, but the upload time is insane, so it is what it is. All right, Aries, February 26th. What is their focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome? Please and thank you for Aries, February 26th. For my Aries friends. Aries, 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 February 26th. Please and thank you. Alrighty. Alright. Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords. Three of Swords. The Lovers. Well, this is very, very interesting, Aries. Yeah. So you have some interesting cards in here. I like where the Lovers is, though. So, being in the possible outcome. So let's start with the Knight of Wands as your focus. So the Knight of Wands, he is very free-spirited. He's very creative. He can be very rash at times, though. He sometimes, he's very passionate, though. Try to feel if this is your energy or if this is someone else's. I mean, I'm getting it is your energy. So he's also, creative. And so you're just feeling really, really good right now. And you're kind of moving ahead without thinking, without getting clarity, which, that's what the Knight does. He gets a spark of energy or some kind of creative idea, and he runs with it. Knight of Swords reversed is your obstacle. What's the Knight do? The Knight of Swords, he is talking about, the swords, thinking, analytical a little bit. He also represents a lifestyle change, but in this side, in this reading, you're moving too fast. I'm hearing fools rushing in. You're not thinking this through. You're full of passion right now. You're full of motivation. You're full of energy, and you're just letting it drive you. And your obstacle is you need to think it through. Slow down. Which the Knight of Swords, he's fast-moving energy too. He likes to move fast. He doesn't always like, he doesn't always like to wait for clarity before he starts going. He doesn't always like to wait for the clouds to pass or the storm to pass. However, that's your obstacle, and sorry, I dropped a card and I can't get it off the floor. You needed to stop and think a little bit. You need to use your head a little bit more and stop being letting this energy lead you. But I feel like, so you have the Three of Swords here in the advice column. So but then you have the Lovers followed by it. And I just find it funny that the Three of Swords would pop out if it's just telling you to leave something so you can find this new love. Let's clarify this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here in the advice column? Because it's not even reversed, so I'm not even getting that you need to heal from it. We'll see. Why is the Three of Swords here in the advice column? For Aries, for February 26th, please and thank you. Well, that came out. The Devil. I'm getting a few things. Let me let it settle so I can speak it clearly, communicate it clearly, or try to anyways. The advice is that you have the Devil. You're being tempted towards something that necessarily wasn't very good for you. And I mean, I am getting it's a relationship. You need to heal from this relationship. I feel like you are in a toxic relationship. And I feel like this is kind of why you're kind of full steam ahead. I'm not getting that this is a very long period of time. I feel like you have been healing. I feel like you've been working on healing. You're just not quite there yet. But the reason I feel like you need to heal from this kind of toxic relationship you were in is because you have this new relationship coming in. And I do feel like that's what it. Beware, because I feel like you're going to be tempted back. Because, like, look at this Devil card. This Devil card doesn't look like the Devil card, does it? Like, yeah, it almost looks like a good card until you, like, see that it says the Devil on it, and you see, you know, him back there playing the little flute, and I feel like the advice here is that you're going to be kind of lured back into this heartbreak, to this relationship that was nothing but toxic. All it did was hurt you. You were just always, like, every time you turn around, it seems like you were being stabbed in the back or betrayed, or, you know, this did not do anything but hurt you, okay? And so I feel like you're being lulled or tempted back into it. And I feel like your advice is to be very wary of that and remember the heartbreak that comes with this. It looks all peaceful and relaxing and loving, but it's not. She's by herself. She's lonely. And she ends up with swords in her. I mean, like, look, she looks like the same girl. Sorry. So the advice is that you're being tempted back in. Like, this is what's being shown to you. You know, come back to me. I feel like you're being called back to this relationship. Like, come back. That's why this knight is facing that way. And it's kind of like, look, you remember how nice it was? Remember how peaceful it was? Like, but that's what it was in reality. It was just heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak until you couldn't take anymore and you left. Or maybe they left you. Because this is what you have coming, okay? Don't be tempted into this. I don't get that this is necessarily about healing. I feel like you have healed. I feel like the problem is that you're going to be tempted back. That's my real concern here. Because you have your soulmate on the way. You have this deep connection on the way. He or she is closer than you think. I feel like it's almost like you get tempted by this to come back. You say no, and then bam, you like walk in, you run into this person just like right after. Like, it's almost like a test. Like, I hate to say that, like the universe is testing you, to see if you're really done with this relationship or not. So I feel, yep, that's what it is. So this is what you have coming. This is the end prize. Stay strong, because it's really easy to be tempted back, and to remember the good times and not remember the hurt and the pain that you had to work so hard to get through. But you have this beautiful, beautiful beginning union coming your way, the perfect person for you. They show you how to love. They show you how to be loved. I'm not saying that you don't know how to be loved, but they show you what a healthy, fulfilling relationship looks like. And, you know, not only looks like, but is, and you get to be in it. All right. I am going to pull from the romance angels, because I mean, this is all about love without being about a particular relationship, sort of. So, what message or guidance do you have for Aries for February 26th? Please and thank you. What message or guidance do you have for Aries for... Okay, we're not doing 3 cards here. All right. What message or guidance do you have for Aries for February 26th? Please and thank you. February 26th. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay, here we go. Okay. Apparently half the deck. Okay, yeah, there is a separation. So, keep that separation. Keep that distance. Okay? Don't be tempted back. I don't really see anything here about a reconciliation. So I'm not thinking this person is this person. I'm just not seeing anything about a separation here. I mean, I'm not seeing anything about a reconciliation here. Okay, these cards are all over the place right now. So, let's see. Okay. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So the romantic feelings, I'm getting is for this one, okay? Because I feel like you haven't really been shown romance. You haven't been shown this. And so the feelings you're going to be exploring is this new... Can you even see that? Yeah. The feelings that you're going to be exploring are with this person. Like seeing what, like... not real love feels like, because I mean, this was real love. You really loved this person that hurt you so bad. So I'm not going to say that that was fake. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, soulmate, true love connection feelings. And I think you felt like that's what you had here, but it wasn't necessarily reciprocated. It very much may have been one way. All right. I feel like I could just keep going on and saying the same thing, so I'm going to stop here, Aries, and I will see you next time.